So you can spread out, come into a Shavasana type position, and either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. And you might take a little wiggle or shake, just kind of moving your body enough that you can feel that you are touching the floor. And as you slow down and deepen your breath, you can use each exhale to settle back a little bit more, releasing back. I'm just noticing what's here. So it might be the physical sensations in your body, whatever you're aware of. You might notice your energetic level, your mental, emotional state. Even the quality and content of your thoughts. Maybe whatever is here is the perfect place to begin from, just like this, however this is. And as we move through our practice, which definitely includes moving towards things we want, strength, flexibility, balance, greater health and well-being, as often as you need to, as often as you can, see if you can take a pause, feel what's actually happening right now, and allow it to be here. And that doesn't mean we don't keep going towards what we want, but acknowledging this is how it is, just like this. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead. And take a big stretch through your arms and legs. It might even inspire a yawn. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, and flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands and the heels of your feet. And then release, and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. And then straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions, feeling what's being stirred up as you move. What do you notice? Release, bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the right and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. And you are exploring your limits, what's possible for your body right now. And then seeing, can I let it be? Can I let it be just like it is? Let's release. Bend the right knee. Bring it across. Spinal twist. Open out through your right arm. You can let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. So the fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. Massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten the left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle, making the biggest circle you can. So you are getting to all those creaky places, the tight places. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the right leg. And as we go towards these edgy places, as we stir up sensation, keep checking, what is there to release? Is there any unnecessary effort that jumped in? Can you relax your jaw? Can you relax the muscles around your eyes? Let's release, bend the knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then straighten the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And then drop your feet to the floor, getting set up for a little bit of core work. Let's draw the belly in, press the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. And release. Send your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more on this side. Release and switch. Left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more. And switch. Right leg high. This time, take your left arm across, and each time you exhale, reach a little further across. One more on this side. And then release and switch again. Left leg high, right arm across. One more. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in, a little circle or rock. And then roll your way up to sitting. Let's come onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees, you might grab a blanket or cushion. Hands right under shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure your fingers are really spread, flat, and active. We'll take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting the head and tail, arching. Exhale, round. Draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. From here, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down, elbows hugging the sides of the body. If going all the way down is too much, just go a couple of inches and press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time, dip down. Press up. Round, and then sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Find a relaxed position for your arms, your neck, your shoulders. Letting go. And each time you rest, whether you rest in this shape or a different one, see if you can come back to slow, steady breath. Come back to really feeling what's happening right now. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little bit more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a little bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table. And come into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. And you may want to move around a little bit. Each pose can be an opportunity to explore. What's it like to be in your body like this? Using what you know about your body, about this shape, about alignment. And then still being curious, even if you've done this pose many, many times before, can you look for what's new, the real-time feedback? Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take any arm position, including using support through your arms. You might rest elbows on thighs or hands on ankles. And if some movement helps you, shake out or sway. Let's bend knees a little bit more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time, stacking up. Can step up to the front of the mat, coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And feel free to take an extra breath or two in this first one. And then back to down dog when you are ready. Always take the time you need for all your transitions. And then here, let's take 5 breaths, either in down dog or child's pose or sitting or any other neutral shape. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Fold forward, swan dive down. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take the right leg up to the ceiling, bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. And then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Take a big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Sink low, feel what's touching the floor, what's grounding, dropping. And then what is there to expand, lengthen, engage? One more breath. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. With the upper body letting go, like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Sink low, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. So you might take a vinyasa, high to low push-up, up dog or cobra to down dog. But you could also just step back. Continue to move in the way that feels right for you. And we're each figuring that out through trial and error. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Letting the hips open and close in response to the circle. Feeling what's being stirred up as you do this. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Feeling what it's like to be here, just like this. Last breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. One more breath. Big step back. Warrior one. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to a good resting pose, whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else, more important than the shape. Coming back to a quality of presence. At least for a few moments, nothing to move towards or away from. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. Feel free to use support with the left arm in whatever way you need. Reaching long, strong core supporting you. Reach a little further out, come up, release down. Same thing other side. Reach a little further out, come up, release down. Let's interlace fingers, press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So that could be just a slight lift of the heels. Could be coming all the way up. While you're concentrating on balancing, how much ease can you have? Let's stay in balance and start to fold forward. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be the upper legs, could be the lower legs. Make sure you're not overstretching your hamstrings. A little bend in the knees could be useful. Last breath here. Let's release. Drop the hands, drop the heels, drop your head. Let that go. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Feel free to adjust your footing. Have your legs even with one another, either all the way together or equally apart. Hips go low, head goes high, shoulders low, fingers high. One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Let's take the right leg up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, shift forward and find your balance. You're welcome to bend the supporting leg as much as you need. Try not to lock it. One more breath here. Step back, warrior 1, just one breath. Release through your movement transition. Finding your way to down dog, and then when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Square off the hips. Attend to the details you are aware of, everything you've learned so far. One more breath here. Step back, warrior 1, one breath. Release through your movement transition. And then settle into your rest, letting go. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Step back, warrior 1. From here, let's take eagle arms. We're going to take the right elbow on top of the left. If you can get the palms together as well, do so. If they don't reach, just have your elbows hugging. Put some pressure between the elbows like you're going to pull them apart, spreading the upper back, little upper back arch. And then lean forward, come onto the toes of that back foot and step into eagle, Garudasana, knee on top of knee. Deep bend in the supporting leg. Release, unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Expanding, hand to hand, top of the head to foot. Getting as long as you can. One more breath. Release, make your way to down dog. If on your way you want to take a couple handstand swings, you are welcome to. These are optional, everything is optional. If you want to swing the left leg up and down, get a little air time for that right foot, you could. Eventually, finding your way to down dog. Slow down your breath, feel where you are. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Eagle arms, left elbow on top this time. Lift the chest, hips low, tailbone dropping. You might look for a stretch on the front of the right hip here. And then lean forward, come onto the toes of that back foot, step into Eagle, Garudasana, knee on top of knee. One more breath. Unwind. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Can there be even more expansion and even more ease, both at once? Last breath here. Release. Optional handstand swings on your way to down dog if you like. Do as many or few as you like. Eventually, finding your way to a good rest. Letting go of all of that, everything we've done, everything we might do. Last breath. Let's come to hands and knees, tabletop, and get set up for a twist. From hands under shoulders, knees under hips, lift the left arm up. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through, come onto your shoulder and side of your head for thread the needle. You can push your right hand into the floor or into your bottom forearm. You could take your right arm up or back. There's lots of variations of this, so be curious. What do you notice? What's interesting? And then release, unwind. Maybe a few rolls through the spine, arching and curving on your own time. come back to neutral, back to table, and then right arm lifts up. Curl from fingertips down, thread it through, come onto your shoulder inside of your head. And then press the left hand into the floor or into the bottom forearm, or take your arm up and around. And then release, unwind, back to neutral. Again, a few rolls through the spine or any other movement, front to back, side to side, circular. Let's come through down dog. And into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. Feel free to use support. Would a little cushioning under the right hip be useful? Do you want to rest your chest or forehead on something? And then how much can you let go into the shape you're in? Keep checking for unnecessary effort or tension. Let's slowly release. Bring the upper body back up. Take your time. Each moment of the transition is part of it, feeling each shift. If you have something under your right hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right. Bring the left leg around to the front. And then from here, lean over onto the left hip. Send your right leg back and then make whatever adjustments you need to so you're in a good pigeon pose on the left side. You might adjust the angle of that front leg. You might set up some support. You might adjust the upper body, the arms, and letting go towards the floor. Let's take our time releasing, bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your left hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the left. This time, bring your right foot to the outside of the left knee, getting set up for a seated spinal twist. Ideally, that right sit bone comes all the way down. If it's not down or just for any reason, it may work better to straighten the left leg. Left leg can be straight or bent. Sit tall, bring your right hand to the floor behind you. That can help sit you tall. Left arm will either hug the knee or hook to the outside of the knee. Each inhale, sit taller. Each exhale, try and rotate a bit more. Breath by breath, deepening the pose. Last breath here. Release, unwind, and switch. Bottom leg can be straight or bent. Take the left hand to the floor behind you. Right arm either hugs the knee or hooks to the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Let's unwind. Take a little windshield wiper side to side. Let the knees flop one way and the other. As you're on one hip, you can rub that hip into the floor. And then let's come back onto our backs. Bring your knees in, massaging the lower back into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor, hip width apart, parallel. Make sure your feet are right under your knees, getting set up for bridge. And then press your feet down to lift your hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. You can kind of rock side to side to shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spreading the upper back and lower back away from one another. See how high you can lift your hips. And let them be where they get. They shouldn't be any higher than they are. Take your arms out of your way. Roll down and rest. Letting your back release back into the floor. Let's take a few more back bends, and you can choose how many, which ones, and how long you stay in each one. So resting here until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, you can do bridge, what we just did, or half wheel or full wheel or any arm or leg variation, anything you know or want to try. And then stay as long or short as you like. Could be just 1 or 2 breaths. Could be a long hold. Whether you're back bending, transitioning, or resting, feeling what you are doing. Each time you rest until you feel like coming up again. If you don't feel like coming up again, you can just enjoy the rest. We are moving towards the end of class. This is a particularly good time to really do what you want to do. If you're enjoying what you're doing, that might be perfect. Just stick with that until it's done. Each time you finish something, you can just check in with your body. What's needed now? If you just finished your back bends, you might take a little counter stretch like happy baby or forward fold or twist. If you want to get in an inversion or a restorative pose, is there a part of your body that could use some attention? And it can be a wonderful practice to just ask yourself, what do I need? What do I want? And you can keep going like this until you're done, and then go ahead and get comfortable in your final resting pose. Something symmetrical, something relaxed. If there's a way to be even more comfortable, please do that. If you want to adjust your clothing or grab any props or do a little self-massage. Eventually settle into stillness, letting go. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.